This election is going to be the most unpredictable election in modern times. But that doesn't mean that we can't say which outcomes are more likely and which less likely. Here are 5 principles which will be guiding our Newsnight Index. First, as they say in the financial industry, past performance is no guide to future returns. Past elections tell us that as the election nears, parties which are polling well above the last general election, as the Conservatives were in January 2010, tend to drop back slightly. Labour and the Liberal Democrats were polling below their 2005 performance, but won back some of what they'd lost. In practice, this means that we expect the Conservatives and the Liberal Democrats to improve a little on their current polling. We expect Labour and UKIP, who are doing better than they did in 2010, to drop back. Second, uniform national swing, a favourite of psephologists since the 50s, well, it's broken.
It may wobble at first, but when it levels down, if it does settle as far as that, somewhere between 2 and 3, almost certainly we'll have a new government.
Uniform national swing, or UNS, says that if a party's vote share goes up or down by 5% nationwide, it'll go up or down by 5% in each constituency. But the rise of UKIP and changing political developments in Scotland may mean UNS is a thing of the past. Our third principle is, use all the polling data that's out there. Many polling companies now use huge online samples, and that means that when we cut those samples up into constituency-sized subsamples, we can get a better idea not of the national swing, but of the swing in each constituency. By matching these small subsamples with what we know about each local area, we can start to identify patterns. That's our fourth principle. Use all the other data that's out there. Here's a plot showing the average age in each constituency against the proportion in each constituency subsample voting Conservative. As we move from younger to older constituencies, the average proportion voting Conservative goes up. If we had no information about the average constituency, but wanted to make a prediction, we'd put it about here. And the more information we have, well, the more confident we'll be in that prediction. Our fifth principle is perhaps the most important of all. Learn to love uncertainty. This is an uncertain election, and it's only right to reflect that in our predictions. Think of our predictions as a result of several hundred simulated elections. In 9 out of every 10 simulated elections, we end up with a hung parliament. That doesn't mean a hung parliament is a certainty, just that it's very likely. We've built our forecast on the sophisticated analysis of current data and past electoral trends, but political parties will naturally want to believe that they can buck those trends in the run-up to May.